I think rather than go for a sober meeting at the late Wigwe's funeral, Senate President went there to make certain blunder of or statements that he made. Take for instance, talking about his response to Governor Simfubara's statement, which was actually to the heart and the conscience of people. Fubara was only speaking like a man who just suddenly realizes, look, there's no reason for any brouhaha, there's no reason for any political struggle, there's no reason because there is, and this is just going to be the end of everybody. Because when you now think of the fact that a billionaire is being packaged like, frozen food, I don't know what else you want to think about, which was what Fubara was just trying to say before. Akpabio came up to say that, look, if there's no struggle in it, then don't struggle, and all of that. Yeah. Well, so, the statement of Akpabio was more political than, it wasn't it wasn't, that was not what Fubara was trying to talk about. And to now go forward and say, talk to the widow of the, of the demise. I'm wondering. Somebody said, what kind of statement is that? Because before you are three coffins, and the widow, the person that is supposed to be the widow of Wigwe, is actually in one of the coffins. So which widow are you talking about? Just one of the statements that Senate President made at the funeral. This thing is not funny, but it just showed to us the kind of leaders that we have in place. He went as far as even saying that Peter Obi got more accolades than he, got. Even at the funeral, he was even jealous of the fact that Peter Obi got, more accolades than he got at the funeral. You see, I've said this again and again. You cannot compare yourself to Peter Obi and in terms of the politics of Nigeria today. I don't know what position you might be occupying, but then nobody matches up with the recognition that Peter Obi has garnered since he pulled out of the People's Democratic Party in the 2023 general during the 2023 general election to contest for the presidency on the platform of the Labour Party. We all know who we voted for, and we know that something happened. There was a drama that took place that pushed him out of the way, and it has been interesting the way the man had accepted a supposed loss at that poll, and for the Senate president to now come up and say that Peter Obi was more recognized than he. That's okay. That's very true. That's very true. And I think it passes a lot of messages. It passes a lot of message. Peter Obi has become a nightmare, to even the ruling party, despite the fact that he came supposedly third place after them. But then he has remained a nightmare, to them, because this man has what it takes. He is the leader of so many. He won political leadership awards. He had received more awards than I can't even remember the president getting any award now, with respect to, winning 2023 presidential elections. But Peter Obi has gotten. Hey, you see, the thing is, we just got to do life is we just got to do what is right. Life is spiritual. Do you understand? And so it doesn't matter how much you think about it in the physical realm. The spiritual still controls the physical, and that's just the basic truth. And so we'll continue to see how things pan out. But I think it's good that it's coming from people at the end of affairs to the Senate president, the third person, the third citizen of Nigeria had said that, Peter Obi was more recognized than him, even as, at that funeral. Well, our tribute still goes to the Wigwe family. But then that platform suddenly became one where politicians, in the person of or maybe should I say represented by the Senate president, made a little very sad fun of themselves, going by the statements of the Senate president at that event. It suddenly became a comic. It suddenly became, where something should be touching the conscience of somebody, which was what King Simfubara initiated. But then that does not eliminate the truth and the fact that life is transient, and there was really no need for any political brouhaha. Look at what is happening in Edo State. Well, is there any reason? Is there any need for Obaseki to open his eyes and watch, his deputy being impeached? What is even this problem all about? A tenor is going to an end, and we're having people still struggling for power. You want to impeach the man. Does it change anything? Does it make him less of a person? He will still enjoy benefits of deputy governor, forever and all of that. And so I just wonder why. But then a lot of people took to the streets today to protest in Edo State, against the impeachment move by the Edo State House of Assembly, which they believe has the backing of the governor. Well, it is well. It is well. I think we should remember the statement of Governor Simfubara that speaks to the conscience of politicians and every one of us. Someday, very, very, very not very soon though, but someday, at one point or the other, a lot of people who have finished their race will actually have to pay the supreme price. Well, we pray that we will not die before our time. We'll fulfill all that God has sent us to do in the world. Thank you very much for watching. This is Serious Matters here at ONF TV. Thank you very much. Please keep pace with us and don't forget to share videos with others. We appreciate you. God bless you. Bye-bye.